My name is Hali Estrada, and I'm originally from Peru. I reside now in Los Angeles, California. About Choncordia Skateboards. In 1988, that's when we fell in love with our useless wooden toy. Back in those years, I was part of one of the first skateboarding crews in Peru, the Discordia. We used to get together early in the mornings at my house to watch videos before going to skate all day. It was a ritual for us. We wanted to do the tricks we saw in those videos, and we also wanted to look like those professional skateboarders. Their style and their clothes were so different than what we were used to. But it was really hard to find the right clothes in 1988, because nobody was making clothes especially for skateboarding. Then in 1989, we saw how Bandits and Hocus Pocus started a revolution on street skating. I think that's when skateboarding literally became our life. The style everybody had in those videos was inspiring for me. I wanted to look like those guys. So one day I decided to buy some fabric, and with the help of my mom, I saw my first pair of skateboard pants. Later that day, my friends asked me to make some for them, and only a couple days later, to my surprise, I sold my first pair of pants. At that time, the best skateboarding crew in Peru was the Chongo. They were amazing, but little by little my little crew got to their level. We were constantly pushing each other. We became friends, and together we improved our techniques, until one day we decided to combine the two crews together in one big family. From then on, we were known as Choncordia. In 1991, Video Days came out, and in 1992, Tim and Henry's Pack of Lies, The Questionable Video, and Love Child followed, changing street skateboarding once again. I remember it was an exciting time for us, and I watched those videos more than 1,000 times. I was sewing since 1988, so by 1992 my skills making clothes allowed me to copy the clothes used by the best skateboarders in the world. Not only the pants used in Questionable, the pants Howard wears in the video, but also the hoodies and t-shirts. I matched the colors and the fittings. After 1993, skateboarding lost popularity, and a lot of my friends quit skating. Our childhood crew was almost gone, and only the truly passionate were left. Ironically, it was the beginning of the best time in skateboarding. It became super technical and even more exciting. The progression to switch tricks was natural for me. It made sense. We were already doing nollie flips, so the first time I saw my brother Gunter land a switch hard flip and a switch inward heel flip was for me not only shocking, but also the obvious next step. It was 1995 and skateboarding was evolving super fast, and even more people from our original crew quit skating. The new generations were starting to appear, and we were becoming the old guys. But my childhood crew name was always in my heart, and wherever I went I told young people about it. By that time I was selling more clothing, and I started to embroider the word Choncordia on them. Without even realizing it, it was the beginning of a lifetime endeavor. And everything this, I print the fabric first, I make the boxers. To my parents' sadness, I quit studying economy at the university, and I started to learn silk screening, pattern making, and illustration. My skills with the sewing machine were better, and my parents understood that this was my call, so they encouraged me to keep going, and they still doing it to this day. They are like my best supporters. By 1996 and 1997, Choncordia clothing was well known in Peru, and kids that otherwise would have forgot or never even know the name of my childhood crew were wearing the stuff I was making with the word Choncordia embroidered or printed on it. I started sponsoring kids at that time, and Choncordia wasn't just a crew anymore. It was a real team with the deepest, strongest roots than any other one in Peru. Being part of the family was a privilege. At the end of 1997, my brother Gunter had the chance to come to the United States for 3 months. At one point in his trip, he went to San Francisco, and it was a dream come true for him. When he came back to Lima, he got some contacts and the drive for bigger things. By July of 1998, we got our first blankboards arriving in Lima. We didn't have to overpay $80 anymore at surf shops. We were gonna ride blank Choncordia skateboards now. He traveled again in 1998, and in 1999 I left Peru to join him. The first Choncordia Pro model came out in 2002. The Peter Klebowski Pro Deck was not only a dream come true, but also the first pro model of a Peruvian skateboarder released and sold in the United States. By 2003, I started to design more and more, and the San Pedro Team Deck came out by June, along with stickers, t-shirts, and the first jackets. By 2004, we were already installed in OC, California, and in 2006, I bought 2 industrial sewing machines that I still have to start producing better and more customized t-shirts, pants, and jackets that I sold at skate parks whenever I went to skate. By 2007, I left Orange County and made the move to Los Angeles with my sewing machines and silk screening equipment. In 2008, I had the chance to make and design the actual fabrics. So by 2009, I was designing not only the clothing, but also the fabrics, building the websites, doing all the illustrations for the banners, stickers, t-shirts, and sewing and printing each piece of garment one by one. All from my little studio in Los Angeles. In 2011, I started designing boards again, and we found the perfect wood shop right here in California to make great 100% made in United States skateboards. So by February 2011, the first pro model of Sebastián Arrieta, Giancarlo Zabalaga, and Jesus Olcese came out, setting the beginning of another new chapter for our little company. We are proud to say that we are one of the few skater-owned companies in the United States. We are not a big company making huge production runs in China. And all our stuff is made right here, by us. And we will never quit. Choncordia Skateboards took many years of work, dedication, and love for skateboarding, and unlike other little companies that die or simply disappear, we will always be here, because this is who we are. It's been a long time since my first ollie, and I'm sure I will never stop. Skateboarding is full of art, originality, color, and mainly freedom from whenever I see it, and it became a healthy obsession for me growing up. It inspired me since day one, and Choncordia Skateboards is the result of all that inspiration. Every time I skate alone or with my friends, every time I'm done sewing a hoodie, drawing a new board graphic, or silk screening a t-shirt in my little studio, I'm grateful that I can keep doing what I love. I'm thankful to all the fun times, inspiration, and ideas skateboarding gives me with its talented skateboarders, artists, and entrepreneurs. It's been a long time and I'm still having fun.